it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today's video is in a brand new space. As you can see behind me, we have moved apartments. I moved out of my old place and into a new place since my last video, which was honestly super stressful, but we've got it done. I'm still making some changes, but I'm super excited to share this new space with you guys. We've got some heaters on the table today. We've got the original, the #1 pair of the Off-White 50 Dunks, as well as pair number 50 to compare. Now, I picked these up from a local sneaker plug, Pat Moon, who supplied me with shoes before, and he supplies a lot of other people in the Atlanta area, so shout out to Pat for these. In today's video, we'll be giving you on-feet looks of both shoes as well, so make sure you stay tuned for the whole video. And shout out to Sole Premise, who is the sponsor of today's video. I've got my purple bag right here from Sole Premise that I absolutely love. You can use code Blake for 30% off on their website, and later in the video I will show you what I like so much about these bags. But I wanted to go ahead and jump into showing you the sneakers. We'll start with the packaging, which I think is super unique for these, and we've seen a lot of unique packaging from Nike over the last couple years. I think they know that a lot of people like that and care about that, and they really went all out, I think, on this in particular. So we've got the Nike Dunk Load label right there on the front. This is for the black pair, which is black, metallic, silver, and black, which obviously you've got these little purple hits, but they didn't actually add those into the colorway. It's just an all black Nike Dunk with, of course, that metallic silver swoosh that Virgil is known for. This pair is super sick. I don't like the black midsole, but we'll get into that. Let's talk about the packaging. The box is very unique. You've got the holes cut all out on every side, which I think is traditional of the last few Off-White boxes that have been coming out. You've got that same kind of mustard yellow paper on the inside with the Off-White writing. That's what we've seen from the past. You've also got the hand, the logo right there with the face and the other hand and Off-White. So this is all pretty standard. The unique things that they've done is add a drawn on swoosh here on top. This is supposed to look like hand drawn, like it's done in Sharpie or something like that. It's obviously printed though. And then they added like tape to the edge. Now, I don't think this is like actual tape, although it may be. There is a raised level to it. However, I don't know that you could really just peel it off. It's supposed to look like duct tape though, and it's got kind of like an aged, kind of wrinkled look to it. So I think that's super unique. I'm glad to see that they kind of went above and beyond. And then they've also got like this sample sticker right here on the box lid. That's also super unique because they wanted this to feel like it was kind of like an unfinished project, I believe is kind of what they were going for. So a sample sticker on the top, I think that's very unique because samples are very exclusive and hard to get, but this is kind of like you're getting a sample. And the other box, just to show you guys real quick, the other box is the exact same. The only difference is, of course, the rear of the box, which is where it shows the lot number. So these are all labeled by lot numbers, number 1 through 50, of course, and we've got 1 and 50 here. And basically at the factory, they just check that. Now that actually is checked with like a Sharpie. So that's very unique. I wanted to show you guys the packaging because I feel like it's important and a part of the story of this shoe. Now I think it'd make most sense to obviously start with #1. Now, the thing about this, I'm not a huge fan of all white shoes, but this shoe isn't like a pure white. It's not like a piece of paper. It's what they describe as a putty white. And so it's got like a little bit of a tint to it, which I think makes the shoe, honestly, it makes a difference and makes it look a lot better. And then as far as the overlay on the strings, you've got like this Tiffany color loop right here, which I think that looks really great. You've got an all white zip tie. And then on here, they also put the lot number as well, lot 1 of 50, and then you've got the Off-White logo with the hands and the face again. And this one right here, guys, this is Nick's favorite, which I'll go ahead and spoil. Nick hit and got exclusive access on these. Now, which pair he got, we still don't know yet. We're waiting for them to come, and we're probably gonna do a video for you guys. So if you haven't already, subscribe down below and turn on post notifications. But this is one that, it's not my favorite personally, but it is Nick's favorite. Nick is really hoping that he gets this one. And then you've got like that same silver writing here on the inside of the foot. This one is super super dope. The colorway on this one, it's white, metallic silver, and butter. So they actually call this outsole right here butter, which is a perfect description. It looks just like a tub of butter, like if you stepped in a tub of butter or something like that. But this one it's pretty cool. It's very basic. I think overall, out of everybody I've talked to on Instagram and things, I think this is a lot of people's favorite. So I don't know if they're going to be the most expensive or anything like that, but it's a pretty cool colorway. You've got this rubber piece right here that says 1 of 50, which originally when I had the first pair of these and did a video, I thought there was no way there was going to be 50 pairs, and obviously they proved me wrong. A few other details I wanted to show you guys on this. You've got like this solar red or infrared Nike right here, as well as the little rectangle tab coming off the swoosh. Something I really like about this pair that they did is the overlay string, how they are like coated or dipped on the tips. This one is like in a cream color, so you've got essentially like a white or maybe even a white or sail overstring, but the tip of it is definitely dipped in like a cream color. I think that looks really nice. You've got the raw edge tongue, just like we've seen on all the other ones. And something that maybe you haven't seen or didn't know, the back of the tongue is lined in a white leather, and the sock liner is also a white smooth leather. So I think that gives them a lot more of a premium feel. I can tell you, since I've had these on feet, it does feel really nice around your ankle and on your foot. These are very comfortable dunks. And so I'd say that honestly, this is a really nice one. I like the leather and the canvas. However, I am curious to see that combination of the suede and the leather. I think that would probably be my favorite, but that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one right here. Number 1 of 50. You've got that same coating right here that is on the box lid. So right here, they've got this coating on the box lid. It's the same thing that's on the heel of the sneaker. Just thought I'd point that out to you guys as well. And I think it's really interesting that they actually made 50 pairs. I think it's crazy that they did 50 pairs, but I think as a storyline, it makes a lot of sense. So we will move on. In between number 1 and number 50, you have a slew, 48 other colorways, which vary. They all have kind of a similar base. They're all gray and white. They have different textiles, different materials, and then they have little pops of color on things that are new to the dunk. So this overstring or overlay string, those all change colors. The tongues are also different colors. Then you've got different rubber plates here on the heel. You've got different little tabs right here off the swoosh. So those are the things that they really change between each pair, but overall they're all about the same. And it's just kind of like if they were doing a bunch of samples and creating a bunch of different shoes with like a color wheel essentially. And so that's kind of the story of In Between, but you've got these two that are kind of like just the beginning and the end, and one starts with all white and the other ends with all black. So this one I think honestly would be my favorite, or one of my favorites, if it didn't have a black midsole. I do not like black midsoles. I love all black uppers and I like black outsoles, but I don't like to have black midsoles. Very rarely do I like an all black sneaker like this, and this one's, I think it looks pretty cool on feet, but honestly it's just not the most good looking shoe in my opinion. But we'll go ahead and go through it. This one right here is an all black outsole, all black midsole, but you've got this really bright pop of like purple and like a magenta color right here, and it's like swirled, which I think that looks really cool. I'm glad they did something unique like that. I think it really adds a lot to the shoe instead of this just being one solid color. You've got a metallic swoosh, which looks fantastic, just like on the first pair and just like on a lot of other Virgil shoes. You've got this all metallic swoosh, and then you've got the metallic writing as well on the inside. Something really interesting that I do want to point out to you guys, the shoelaces font on the lace is actually in a metallic silver as well. So as opposed to black, they did a metallic silver. I think that's a nice detail to point out. And then of course this one's got a black leather sock liner, which gives it that premium feel, black on the back of the tongue as well. I really like that. I like the leather. I think it makes it feel so much nicer, and definitely is going to hold up a lot better than the mesh over time. And since this shoe has just a little hit of purple on it, I thought it'd be the perfect time to show you my bags from Sole Premise, guys. This one right here is the duffel bag, and I've also got the larger travel backpack as well. Now you can actually buy these individually. I have the set and I used them when I traveled to SneakerCon Dallas. The cool thing about them, guys, is how many shoes you can fit inside. You can fit an unbelievable amount of sneakers inside, as well as laptops, clothing, accessories, all of that. And that's one of the reasons why it is the perfect way to travel. If I'm going on a trip, I'm probably going to take at least like 4 or 5 pairs of sneakers on top of my clothes to go with those sneakers, and then anything else I might need on that trip. And so these bags actually allow you to bring more sneakers and keep them safely stored in individual compartments. You can use my code Blake for 30% off on their website. I highly recommend you check them out. I've been using these bags now for several months, and I absolutely love, just even if I'm only using one bag, and I've actually gotten a lot of compliments because of the color. I thought the light purple was a super sick color, but check them out at Sole Premise. The link will be down in the description. Code is Blake for 30% off. The quality on them is absolutely phenomenal. Leather bags just last a really long time. So shout out to Sole Premise for sponsoring today's video. And let's just show you guys a few more details. I wanted to show you one that maybe you haven't seen in any other video. It's the insole. Maybe not a big deal to most people, but if I pull the insole out, let me show you what this looks like real quick. If I pull this insole out, you've got the hand logo, and this is on the right shoe. On the left shoe, you have the face. So I'll show you that just kind of like this. But on the upper side of the insole, you would never see this, and it's maybe not a big deal, but I think it's pretty cool. You've got like a drawn on swoosh right there in white for this pair. And I believe on this other pair, it's actually in black. Nope, it's in white as well. So on this one, you have a white insole and it's drawn in white. You can still see it, but it's a lot harder to see. But I thought that was a neat detail to just kind of share with you guys, because maybe it's not something that you've seen. Guys, I'd love to know your opinion. Let me know which pair you would rather have. Would it be number 1 or number 50? If you got exclusive access, drop that down in the comment section below. Personally, even though I said I don't like all white sneakers, and I really don't, between these two, I would have to pick the white one. When I put it on my feet, I just thought they looked a lot better. The all black is just kind of boring to me, maybe. I don't know, I just thought that this is, and maybe it's because it's the summer, but I just thought this all white looked really good on my feet. I liked the way it felt, and just looking down at it, honestly, I think the edge of this tongue kind of ties in with this butter outsole. And I don't know, I kind of like this one a lot. I know Nick loves this one. And again, guys, stay tuned to see which pair Nick gets. We're gonna do like a live kind of unboxing type video, so that'll be a lot of fun. But again, guys, welcome to my new space. Welcome to the new studio. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for supporting me. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we're on to the next sneaker.